All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to the show my dude, Patrick Blanc, and we have video. Patrick, it's a little dark in your room. I don't know if you have another light, but
Yeah,
I
you know
can.
what? That's the best lighting I have, to be honest.
Okay, I can deal with it. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I see you have some instruments in the background there. Okay, before we talk about the music, tell me, what's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
Well, one thing I think that's being not discussed is I understand talking about Elizabeth Warren. I understand that
Mm,
she is progressive. We can't discount her progressive contributions. We can't discount her past advocacy for progressive issues.
hmm
But I don't think that can allow us to grant her immunity for what I believe what she's doing to progressivism right now.
Okay.
Because to me, progressivism has always been an ideology, not based on the personality.
hmm
So when she became the face of progressivism in the Senate, and rightfully so, not discounting that, she really was the representative of the ideology. And I fear by her caping so hard for Hillary
hmm
that two things. It's giving Hillary an excuse not to appeal to the progressive wing of the party.
hmm
And and number two, I hope it doesn't redefine or to people who are more ignorant of politics, let Hillary Clinton's neoliberalism be redefined and repackaged as progressivism.
Yep.
And of course, you can vote for her. Bernie said he'll vote for her. Other progressive have. And I think it was Andrew Mitchell, where it could be seen, and I forget, who asked, but you said you'll vote for her. Doesn't that mean you endorse her? And
hmm
Bernie was quick to stop that. Because, an endorsement is a stamp of approval of your current policy
Right.
positions. A vote for you just says that I prefer you other than the next guy or woman.
hmm
And I think she's gone, for the most part, because of her legitimate past progressive advocacy, she's gone. It hasn't been criticized like I thought it would be. So I just want to get your 2 cents on that.
Hey man, absolutely. I'll give you some feedback on that. This is a good spot as any. If uh, okay, after this, so let me respond to that. I agree. I agree with you 100%. I think the only thing I want to say differently than what you said is is Elizabeth Warren having the ability to redefine Hillary Clinton's neoliberalism as progressivism. I don't think that anyone at this point in 2016 has that ability. I think that no matter who wins, we have the ability to challenge vociferously Hillary Clinton's neoliberal and neoconservative foreign policy. Right? We have the wherewithal. We have some clear definitions of what neoliberalism is. We are synthesizing it down to be something more precise that we can say in a sound bite so everyone can be fully equipped to identify it when you see it. We are arming ourselves with the arguments. So I don't think Elizabeth Warren, for those people who are active, actually two examples. For the people who are active, there's no way in hell Elizabeth Warren has that much pull with us anymore. She lost that pull, right? And she lost that pull because not just because she didn't endorse Bernie, but because she didn't endorse anyone. She did not have the backbone and the guts to put herself on the line when the real fight was being fought. And I think she lost credibility with a lot of people on the left, as well as a lot of people of neoliberals. I've seen Hillary Clinton supporters, and this is anecdotal, clearly. I don't have data on it, but I've seen many Hillary Clinton supporters who really are disgusted that Hillary Clinton is giving Elizabeth Warren this type of platform because Elizabeth Warren didn't have enough hubris to endorse her in the middle of the primary. And so I think she doesn't have the pull that she used to have, and rightfully so. I think she should lose it. I think she should no longer be considered that progressive champion. But even if she is, even if she does remain quote unquote the progressive champion, I think the boots on the ground have been fundamentally changed, and we're no longer going to allow people from the top to dictate to us the Overton window, the terms, the range of our political discourse, and definitely won't have her. She doesn't have the ability to define what progressivism is, or even less the ability to redefine it as neoliberalism. I think we have our guns ready. I think we have our political and ideological guns ready. Go ahead. I'll let you get the last word.
I agree. I mean, to be clear, I'm not calling for her to resign or to be primary. No, I think she still has great work to do and is doing in the Senate. I just do not want to see her go, I won't say unscathed, but without accountability
Yeah.
for her deviation from progressivism. Because I fear that, and you might be right, and I hope you are right, but I fear to those who don't follow politics closely,
Hmm.
when I was canvassing for Bernie, to people who renew the term progressivism, to see someone who the media heralds as progressive, as she is,
Hmm.
and she giving a stamp of approval to them, that means, okay, Hillary is progressive. I just don't want to see her go without receiving the appropriate accountability for
You
it.
know what?
That's
And
my
what
two
gives
cents.
me hope for that, Patrick, and thanks so much for the call, man. I'm gonna give you a shout out after this, but let me give you this last point. The main thing for me, or what gives me hope about that, is the fact that one of my colleagues today, who really just observes politics, and she observes politics really through just from a cursory glance. She today said that she gets so sick and tired of seeing Elizabeth Warren out there for Hillary Clinton because they just don't match. She doesn't match what she was, right? And I'm listening, just listening to her talk. And she didn't have all the right terms, right? She wasn't saying it all right. She didn't have all of the language that we use, but she understood that that Elizabeth Warren was playing a role now that she has not been playing in the past. So that gives me hope that some people who may not be as deep into the politics as we are, that they can tell, they can smell the bullshit when it stinks as bad as it does. Hey Patrick, man, thanks so much for the call, man.